Hey, what's up guys? How's it going today? Welcome back to episode 7 of our 10 to 100 mil flipping series. If you haven't seen an episode before, I recommend going and checking out episode 1 as we've made some good progress so far and we still have a lot to go. But today, for our own Fashionscape item, we bought the Monk Robes tee. The gold trimmed was a little bit too expensive, but the regular trim was only 65k for the whole set, so I hope you guys don't care too much that I took that right off the top of the stack. Should be pretty easy to recover. Anyway, we're working with 16.5 mil today, looking to hopefully get about a 1.5 mil gain this episode, and if we can get that, we will be well on pace to reaching our 100 mil goal. Be sure to check out our flipping Discord with the link in the description below, and let's make some bank. I've already taken a look at a few items which I think are prime for flipping right now that actually look a lot lower than they normally are, and I'm excited to share them with you today. We're going to look on GE Tracker and just see exactly when we should get into these flips and how much money we can potentially make on them just on an overnight. So I was using GE Tracker premium features, specifically their flipping finder tool, and I found that green dragon leather are sitting at one of their lowest points I have ever personally seen them. If we go over to GE Tracker, you will see that the active traded price right now, their active sell price is 1,557, which means someone has been buying this for 1,557. I know it says it's the sell price, but sometimes on GE Tracker, the sell prices and the offer prices get kind of mixed up, so just go with the lowest number that you're seeing. Anyway, if we go down to the graphs, you'll also see that it is at its lowest point in the quarter, and it's actually at its lowest point in the year, because as you can see, the lowest recorded price of the green dragon leather on the yearly view is about 1,600, so we are clearly underneath that. I think the green dragon leather is so low right now because Twitch Prime bots have actually driven the price down immensely, and this is looking like an insanely good opportunity to make a long-term investment. Personally, in this series, we will not be making an investment on these, but we will try to flip them overnight. By the way, if you want to try out these investing features with GE Tracker, such as the flipping finder, you can sign up with the link in the description and gain access to a 2-day free trial of GE Tracker premium features. Honestly, I can't even remember or imagine how I flipped without having GE Tracker Premium because it has been such a game changer for me in terms of money making and has allowed me to make a lot of extra GP by spotting when items are really cheap. Considering you can get a free trial of the features, I think it's worth checking out. We did a quick manual check of the margin for the green dragon leather right now, and they are buying for 1,559 GP at their lowest price. There is so much upside potential in this flip. Guys, you have no idea. I am a big fan of the green dragon leather. It's one of my favorite items to actually do investments on, and this is the cheapest I've ever seen it, so I'm really excited for this overnight flip. Again, we won't be investing in it, but it does look like a great opportunity for a lucrative overnight scenario. That being said, we're not going to list the green dragon leather yet. We will do it when we finish our active flipping session, but since we did so many overnight flips last episode, let's go ahead and do some active flipping. First, we're kicking it off with the blood runes and the death runes. The blood runes right now are holding a 5 GP margin and the death runes are holding a 2 GP margin, so nothing abnormal, but really good margin on the blood runes, to be honest. Really excited to get those sold off. Also, I was looking at GE Tracker and I found another investment that's looking pretty good. It is the Zalra scales, and they are currently trading for 207, 206 GP, that sort of range, and look at just how far they've fallen off in price recently within this past month. Even this past couple of days has really taken a strong downturn, and if we look at the quarterly view, it's at one of its lowest points on the quarter, and on the year, it's actually not at one of its lowest. It's still relatively high in price, but last time these Zalra scales rebounded at around 190 GP, so that might happen again. I'm going to be looking out for that on my main account. I don't think we'll be investing in it on the alt, but I thought it was an interesting thing to point out. I just wanted to point out a key difference that I think a lot of you may need to have cleared up. An investment is different than a flip, which is different than an overnight flip, basically. what I consider an investment is an item that you buy that you hold on to for at least 2 weeks. Anytime past that is fine, but at least 2 weeks. So for example, if I was to invest in Zulrah scales, I would not be selling them for at least 2 weeks, hoping for the price to go up. This is different than a flip or an overnight flip because these are items that I'm buying and selling the next day or within a few hours of each other or even a few minutes. So investments are way long term and flips are way more active. Quick update on the session. We still don't even have all of our cash deployed yet, but I found a great opportunity on the oak planks. They're currently trading for a 6 GP margin, which is pretty high for them. I decided to knock up the buy offer by 1 so that way we could buy them a little bit faster there. On top of that, we had to knock the blood runes down to a 4 GP margin because they were not buying at 365. So we're going to turn around and sell these for 370 GP each and hope we can secure a 4 GP margin. Quick change of plans. We're actually going to set a few flips that'll take like a few hours. I have to go run some errands in real life and get those real life gains. But before that, we did make a 4 GP margin on the blood runes as predicted. Happy to secure that. We also made a good amount on the oak planks as well, although we did have to knock the margin down to a 5 GP margin. It really was not that big of a deal though, and it looks like we made about, I think like 60k on them, which is pretty good. Very happy with that. So now we're going to collect the rest of our stuff here, made a good gain on everything, and we'll see just how much profit we can make by leaving in some flips for a few hours. Here is everything we have listed for the next few hours. Again, this is not an overnight session. I'm just leaving these while I go do some errands, so I should be back sooner than if it was an overnight flip. I'm hoping for the best on these. The amethyst crystal has been super volatile recently, so I think we'll be able to pick up some of those for a good deal. And yeah, everything else is pretty standard. You've probably seen it before in the previous episodes, so let's hope for the best. 2 hours later, I come back and everything has bought. That's actually pretty shocking. I didn't think it all would buy out in that time frame. Anyway, gonna turn around and sell it and see what kind of profit we're looking at. Turns out we did better than expected. Every single item held its margin or more during that time frame of about 2 hours or so. Super pumped up about that. Let's go collect it and see how much we made. That small flipping session and the hourly flips gave us a 600k profit. What an amazing start to this episode. Let's go ahead and keep flipping. We just found a killer margin on the Amulets of Fury. We just flipped a few of them right now. I flipped a total of 7 and I was able to make 70k from that, so I'm very happy. We're going to go ahead and deploy this 8.2 mil into a few other flips while we wait for the dragon arrows and the sharks to buy out. Here is currently what we're flipping right now. The Armadale Dragonhide sets are a new flip for me actually. I've never flipped them in my entire flipping career, but currently they're holding a 25k margin, which I did not think was too bad. We're going to go ahead and sell the dragon arrows as well for a 5 GP margin. We're not having a ton of luck selling them off though, and we do have 6.2 mil locked up in that flip, so we need to be a little bit careful. Here is what we have going on right now. I got 3 pairs of Ceradomin D'hide boots for 988,000, so that's pretty cheap. Another good margin on those. A little bit less than the Armadale Dragonhide sets, but still should make us a little bit of money. We also got one of the sets already, so that's good. Everything is moving, albeit a little bit slow. I was hoping to get a better margin on these Infinity boots, but we're going to keep following up on them. We'll keep pounding at it, and we'll see if we can get a little bit more luck out of all these items. We flipped the shark margin a few times. I think we bought like 7,000, bought and sold 7,000 total, somewhere around that range. We also decided to go and flip the brine sabers, and we're getting the Ceradomin D'hide boots off for 1,003,995 GP each, and we already got 3 of them off, so we're doing another 3 right now as I currently speak. And we got those for the same price as the other ones, actually. We got them for 988k, which is a fantastic margin on those. They're bringing us a lot of bank. We're going to wrap up the flipping session there. We made 210 GP on the sell offer for every single Zulrah scale that we sold off. That was a really outstanding margin. We actually made 75k on that flip alone. Besides that, we made a total of 82k on the Ceradomin D'hide boots. We were able to flip a full quantity of those, flipping 8 of those in that 4-hour period. Now, on top of that as well, the Dragon Arrows did make us 22k, Infinity Boots 12k, the Wrath Runes here made us that's only 3k on those. And finally, the Armadale, like, what are they? The armor sets. The Dragonhide armor sets made us 61k in total profit. So honestly, a really good session. It looks like we made 320k total profit during this flipping session alone, this active session that is, and that is not including those flips that I did previously. Anyway, very happy with that. Currently, the cash stack is sitting at 17.4 mil, and of course, we're going to look to set some overnight flips to make even more money. Here is what we are doing for our overnight flips. The green dragon leather, I'm hoping will come back down underneath 1,550 again, but I'm not sure if that's actually going to happen. The teleport to house is also a very low listing. Today, I saw that they were trading for 550 GP each, so I'm trying to get a really good deal again overnight, but I don't have a lot of confidence in them since they are currently trading for about 610 GP each. The adamant darts, I'm going for a new low listing, trying to buy them for 94 GP. Gonna see if that hits overnight. There currently has been some really low prices on the adamant darts, actively trading for around 96 GP, so I think it might fall a tiny bit lower overnight. The amethyst crystals also were trading for a lot lower earlier today, and currently they're trading for around 1,220 each, I believe. I thought I flipped one of them before, but we did flip them earlier for 1,160 to 1,170, so I'm trying to get back in at 1,175 GP each on those overnight. Then the monkfish are kind of trading a little bit higher as well, currently buying for 451 and selling for 457. So those I have under about 5 GP or so, hoping those will buy overnight as well. But again, these are really low listings. I don't have a ton of high confidence in them, but if they do buy, they will be quite lucrative. Here we are at the Grand Exchange. It is the next morning and almost everything bought here. We did not get the teleports to house, but besides that, we're looking promising on everything else. We're gonna go turn around and see just how much profit we're looking at. Oh my goodness, the profits this episode have been absolutely outstanding. We come back to the GE and everything has sold. I'm so happy. Let's go collect it and see how much money we made. Look at these outstanding profits. I'm not even kidding. This is crazy. Last night we made 40k on the fire runes, which was our lowest gain out of all the items. 58k on the amethyst crystals. We also did 63k on the adamant darts. Then the green dragon leather flipped for 90k, and the monkfish were the king item of the night, which brought us 120k. This is incredible. I think this is the best overnight flip session that we've actually had during this entire series. Wow, guys, the gains this episode are freaking fantastic. Let's keep it going, set some more flips, and see just how much farther we can take the cash stack this episode. Here is everything we've got listed for our overnight flips tonight. The brine sabers are the hot item of the night. We're going to try to get 20 of these. I actually already bought a few on accident. I collected them, so that's why they're sitting over here. The adamant darts as well, we're trying to get for 94 GP again. And like last night, the green dragon leather is here as well, buying for the same exact buy price overnight, hoping for the best. We also have these Zulrah scales listed. I noticed that Zulrah scales are currently falling pretty sharply in price. I'm going to try to pick up a few at 198, and they're currently trading around 204 or so. They're quite volatile right now though, so I kind of have high confidence we'll pick up a few cheap ones overnight. Now, all these flips on the bottom are flips I have never tried before. We've got the rune boots, adamant boots going. I don't really know how they're going to work out. I have flipped the rune boots in the past. I do like them. The rune hosta is kind of like an item I just checked for fun to see maybe we can get a good margin on it, and sure enough, it looks like a pretty good margin is holding right now. It's about 8k, and we'll see if we can capitalize on that. I, again, have no idea if that's going to work. And the strange old lockpick is a new item that I have not tried yet. Currently the price is kind of volatile again because it's a new item. The price is being figured out, and we might be able to get a cheap one. Currently, they're trading around 200k or so, so maybe they'll plummet a little bit overnight, and we'll just make some gains from it. By the way, I think personally that for me, a lot of these flips are risky. I'm just trying to find new items for the series, so I'm trying out new items, seeing what's going to work and what's not going to work. The rune hostas, adamant boots, and strange old lockpick I have never flipped before, so it will be interesting to see how those actually perform overnight. I'm hoping for the best, but again, again, it is a little bit risky, so we just got to keep that in mind as we move forward. Here we are back at the exchange, logging in to my overnight flips. Looks like we got every single brine saber. That is a little bit concerning, so we're gonna have to see the sell price on that. Looks like we're going to go a little bit under what OS Buddy is saying, and they are saying 150k each. So we'll turn around and sell that at 150k. The green dragon leather filling once again overnight, and looks like the OS Buddy actively traded price is 1,580. Another sweet overnight flip, hopefully. I'm not going to say anything too positive yet until we are able to sell this off and confirm that these are actually the profits that we are looking for. I'm actually going to knock this down knock it up, excuse me, 1 GP here. And on top of that, we got almost all the rune boots as well. I think this one's actually going to be a really good flip. Let's turn around and list that. Oh my, active trading price says 7,613. We'll do 7,610. And just to reiterate, it did hold its margin overnight. Actually, the margin extended a little bit, and I really do think that is going to be quite a nice flip for us, considering how much we put into it. Adamant boots bought as well. Gonna turn around and sell these here, and I guess we'll sell it a little bit above yesterday's margin, so 1,350 each. We'll put that in there and let it do its thing. We also have the rune hostas, which we're gonna turn around and sell. They did not sell overnight. They actually filled before I actually logged off for the night, so we're just gonna turn around and sell them for 14,995 each, and we'll see if that is able to liquidate. Green dragon leather and adamant boots are already selling. Let's leave this for a little bit, cancel our other offers, and see just how lucky we got. Good news, everybody. Everything has sold besides the hostas, so I'll probably end up dumping those. It won't be a huge loss, maybe 10 to 15k at the most, but everything else has sold. Incredible margin on the green dragon leather. Let's go ahead and collect everything and just see how much profit we made overnight. Also, quickly, some good news. We didn't really lose any money on the hostas, which is great. Already up to 18.1 mil. This has been an insane episode. And on that note, we will be wrapping up the episode here today with a 1.6 mil profit. We started this episode with 16.5 mil and finished it with 18.1 mil, which is absolutely insane, guys. This is one of the best episodes we've had yet, and the overnights were extremely lucrative this time around. As you can see, as we are slowly building up our cash stack, we have the ability to make more and more money. So from here, we're just going to have better and better returns every single episode. Anyway, if you guys did enjoy this episode, be sure to drop a like, subscribe if you want more content like this, and I'll see you all next time.